Hello, my name is Bob. Welcome to a Shortstop on Pool. Recently I was reminded of an advanced spot shot drill that I haven't practiced in a long time. This is a really tough drill. You'll encounter variations of these shots in all pool games, especially one pocket. Like most drills, you'll probably end up learning more from your misses than your successes. So intermediate and advanced players will definitely benefit from spending an hour or two every week on this drill. Then after practicing it, if you can successfully make it through this drill and pocket 12 shots in a row in the manner specified, you're really going to be in stroke. Check it out. First, I'll demonstrate a standard ball in hand spot shot. There's a little trick to this if you don't know it. You put the cue ball just to the right of one diamond in on the head string, and then you aim the center of the cue ball, your cue stick through the center of the cue ball at the edge of the object ball, and that's a half ball hit. And if you've done all that properly, it should go in every single time. If you've never shot a spot shot drill before, that's your starting point. Try and set that shot up and shoot it until you make it 5 times in a row from the right side of the table and the left side of the table, or even 10 times in a row. The drill that I want to show you is more advanced though. Your starting position for this drill is to put the cue ball 1/2 diamond in from the side rail for every shot. And then your goal is to pocket 6 spot shots in a row. But for each spot shot, you need to play position with the cue ball so that it stops within 1 diamond of each pocket on the table. So you don't get to use any aiming tricks. Each shot requires you to focus on your aiming point as well as your cue tip position and speed of stroke in order to control the cue ball. I'll shoot each shot and then I'll demonstrate some real game situations, mostly applying to one pocket, where you might need this shot. First is a soft draw shot. You want to hold the cue ball near the bottom left corner pocket without scratching. You want to draw the cue ball softly to the side rail. Often in the end game of one pocket, if your opponent scratches, they have a ball near their hole, and with this shot in your arsenal, you can play position and get both balls. If your opponent's ball is on the side rail, I see a lot of players try to pocket the spot shot and do a takeout on that ball, but if it's at least a 1/2 diamond away, why not play position for the bank? Just in case you think I was lucky on that shot, here's another example. If you shoot this drill a lot, you're really going to develop a fine control on this soft draw shot, and this becomes a high percentage play. As an alternative, you can try drawing the cue ball a little bit more and try to come across the top of that ball. In this example, I don't hit it real well, I double kiss it, but it still turns out pretty nice. If you can come across the top of the ball, you're almost guaranteed to have a shot in your pocket, so instead of getting just one, you can get 2. I think the limit to being able to come across the top of the ball comfortably is 1 diamond from your opponent's pocket. Here I double kiss it. That's not the end of the world. I'm still at the table. Second demonstration, I do come across the top of the ball, and once again, if you can manage to do that, you're almost guaranteed to get a shot in your pocket and get another ball. Shot number 2 of the drill is a soft follow shot. You don't want to use any left or right English on this. You just want to play a speed control to get the cue ball to stop right across from the side pocket. Often in one pocket, your opponent will have a ball or 2 on their side of the table, and if you've practiced this shot, it comes in real handy to get behind those balls, play some nice short side position. I've seen a lot of players in this position try to shoot the 11 ball with ball in hand in the kitchen, thinking that they'll have position on the spot shot next. But wouldn't you rather shoot the 11 ball from this position with this ball on the spot already gone? Plus, being so much closer to the 11 ball, now you can control your carom into the 6 and ensure that you get another ball, so you're comfortably going to be able to get 3 balls instead of uncomfortably maybe getting just 2. For shot number 3, you're probably going to want to add at least 1 tip of left English to straighten out the cue ball and get it to stop within 1 diamond of the corner pocket. In my first example, the cue ball stops short of the head rail. This second example, I stroke it just a little bit more to get it to come all the way to the head rail. And you really want to be able to do both, because often during the end game of one pocket, your opponent has positioned a couple of balls on their side, and depending on the exact location, you can shoot this spot shot when they scratch and play position for those balls. In this example, the cue ball stops real close to the head rail, so I just get one extra ball. But if it came a little bit farther, I could have cued lower on the cue ball and maybe gotten both of those balls. For spot shot number 4, you want to use a center ball, maybe just a hint of right English. Your goal is to come really tight into the corner, the upper right corner, without scratching. This is another common endgame situation in one pocket, like shot number 3, except this time I want to play position on those balls back into my pocket. If I had shot this a little bit harder, I could have shot the 4 first, but as it is, I've straight enough that I can just draw back and then shoot the 4. And instead of getting just one spot shot and then banking a ball, because I've practiced this drill a lot, I can get 3 balls. Shot number 5, I think you'll find, is the most difficult of all 6 shots. You need to send the cue ball 3 rails around, and the high English kind of kills the speed off the first rail. The table that I'm shooting this drill on is a little bit slow, and I really had a hard time getting the cue ball over into the target zone. Here's a one pocket example where you might shoot this shot. I can't use ball in hand to pocket the 13 and get over onto the 5 easily, but I can go from the 5 and get straight in on the 13 without any trouble at all with this shot. A lot of rotation games, you might choose a similar type of shot where you need to bring the cue ball to the other side of the table in the center for position on the next ball. Shot number 6 is the smooth draw, but with more force than shot number 1. You want to bring the cue ball all the way back across table to within a diamond of the bottom right corner pocket. Now in that example, my cue ball went 2 rails, but you can also draw the cue ball just 1 rail. And there could be different strategic reasons why you'd want to do this. You want to be careful of the scratch shot. But with a real smooth stroke and drawing the cue ball just a little bit higher on the side rail, you can get the cue ball to come straight across the table, only contacting 1 rail. And again, there's lots of strategic reasons why you might want to do that. Here's an occasion where it comes up in one pocket. Your opponent has a lot of balls near his hole, but if you're familiar with this shot, it's a simple matter to control the cue ball with precision to avoid those balls, pocket the ball, and in this example I've got a 2 rail around the 13 or some other type of move, but it's all done with control. So you want to practice all of these shots separately, and then when you feel comfortable, the challenge is to shoot 6 spot shots in a row, landing the cue ball in front of each of the 6 pockets. So let's see how I do attempting this drill from the other side of the table. I pocketed 6 balls in 8 tries, so I'm shooting 75%. That's not too bad, but not good enough. I really want to get to where I'm making 6 out of 6 spot shots very consistently. And then my focus is really going to be working on much better cue ball positioning. That's something that's going to be real specific to the table that you tend to play on most often, or the table that you end up playing one pocket on a lot. So if you can, try to arrange a practice session where you're shooting this drill on that table in your home room. And if you do manage to shoot 12 spot shots in a row with good cue ball positioning, 6 from one side and 6 from the other, let me know before we match up so I can ask for a spot. Have fun. I found my way over to the new Piazzas location last week. They should be opening soon, and the place is looking fantastic. They got 2 pool table areas, a sweet sweaters rail, tons of diamond 7-footers, plus 2 diamond 9-footers with 4-inch pockets. Here's Tony and Patrick with an ad for my straight pool book. Yeah, just try running 100 balls on that table. They got a huge bar, a real kitchen with pizzas made from the Piazza family recipe. If you live on the east side of Denver, there's no better place for your leagues or tournaments, so check them out. They're at 1770 South Buckley Road in Aurora. If you found that interesting and helpful, please hit the thumbs up like button and subscribe to see more. And be sure to head over to shortstoponpool.com for a free preview of my book, A Shortstop on Straight Pool, coming in November 1st. You can pre-order your book now to reserve one of the first signed copies. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time at Shortstop on Pool.